Hey, Mr. Ruckwitz, it's me. So this is my, finished Minecraft project. It may not look like anything right now, but, you'll see soon enough. It has a story to it. I know you said that, only put in necessary things, but I wanted to make it a little unique, so, you know. Anyways, welcome. You may be wondering where you are right now. You are in the time void. This is a place where you view time as it was before our time in the past. The narrator, is me, by the way. This is Washington, D.C. as it is in modern times. You will see some famous buildings like the Washington Monument, the Capitol Building, and the White House. So the White House is the one in the middle there. The Washington Monument is obviously the one on the right. And then the Capitol Building is the one on the left, obviously, because you can tell because of the big dome. And, yeah. And those are just random city structures, and, that's the road. Anyways, but that will all change when you travel back in time to the 1800s. I hope you are prepared, because now your adventure begins here. And let's just go for it. Alright, welcome to Washington, D.C. in the 1800s. Jurassic Park reference, lol. I just thought I'd throw that in there to people who didn't know I was referencing that. I just wanted to do something very clever. Also, something I put in here. In military time, 6 o'clock would be 1800, so, yeah, the clock says 1800 in military time if you put it in military time. But in normal time, it would be 6 o'clock. Anyways, this is the toolsmith, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, stonemason, leather worker, cartographer, John Adams, George Washington, and the weaponsmith. I don't know why these guys like to hang out here, they just do. This is the blacksmith shop, by the way. I just thought I would put one in here because, you know, the town needs a blacksmith at one point, I think. I know it's not necessary, but it probably would be in the 1800s. Because, you know, off in the distance there, you can see the Capitol building. These are the slave houses. And this is what they look like inside. They're pretty much all the same. Like I said, they're all the same pretty much. Anyways, let's go to the White House. Added some custom American flags right there. Here are the doors. And I did this all based off of the, way they looked before the War of 1812, so, yeah. Anyways, here's a book and a pedestal thing that they can make a speech on, because you need to when you're making a speech for a president. Anyways, step in here to go to the top of the White House. I think we will do that first, actually. These doors lead to the Capitol building, the White House, the back of the White House, and the time void. But we're gonna go to the top of the White House. Here's the president's office. I didn't know what else to put in it, except for the chair and the desk. Down here is go to the back of the White House. But we can get a nice view of the Capitol building right here. And a nice view of everything else. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm a bit, nasally and coughing a bit, because, you know, I've been out of school for the past 3 days. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to the back of the White House. This is where the carriages and stuff would come in, and people, would drop off people. This is all like I said, this is all based off of the original things, what they looked like before the 1800s. So we go back to to the front of the White House. So yeah. Like I said, this is all based off of before the War of 1812. Just showing how the teleporters work. But since this is based off of before the War of 1812, this is before the White House fully burned down a little bit, and so I added some things that would not be on the original, would not be on the modern day's White House, and would not be on the modern day Capitol building, like that is a green dome instead of a white dome. And there are three other domes right there. Anyways, go here to get to the Capitol building, and here is the massive Capitol building. This took about probably time-wise about 2 days. But time-wise, in building it, 2 weeks. Maybe one. No. Yeah, 2 weeks. And then the 1.5 weeks. No, 2 weeks and then 1 week to build all that stuff over there. But, yeah. Anyways, I've never been to Washington, D.C. before, but I'd assume this is what it's like for the Capitol building, because I saw, like, little doors and stuff, openings and stuff in the original Capitol building look. And so I thought, hey, I'm gonna do this. And I thought that was gonna be like this. And I thought that since, like, there was a big opening right here, I thought it wouldn't just go right here, but also inside, kind of, inside the stairs, kind of. So I made this kind of a walk-through thing. Just a little bit. But, yeah, let's get a full view of the back, of how it looks. And here's a view of the top. So in the original design, there were also 2 domes right here, and one dome had like this, and the other one didn't, so that's not an error mistake right over there. This one has a big window right there, and the other one over here does not. I just, and I also added the American flags. Couldn't add the stars on it, so I just added 1 star like you see sometimes at parades or whatever. But yeah. I know this is kind of like, not much in, kind of on the outside right over here, but that's just what it looked like, before the War of 1812 and before it was finished. So, yeah, this is just what it looked like before the War of 1812. The pillars and flooring. Probably took me about a week or so. This took me like 5 hours to do the stairs. 3 hours to do that. All of these things. No, not a week to do the pillars. But like 7 hours to do the pillars and stuff. Probably about 6 to do this. Like the two sides of the Capitol building. Like right there. The dome took me 6 hours. Those two domes took me like 2 to 3 hours. And this area right here, these two areas right here, these probably took me about 6 hours to do. No. 9 hours to do. Yeah. Took me about 9 hours to do those. So yeah, you can see how hard I worked on this, on the Capitol building. And compared to the size of the White House, it's absolutely massive. This is probably the biggest thing I've ever built in my time of playing Minecraft. So I'm very proud of it. And yeah. Anyways, this is the door back to the time void. Welcome to the end of the map. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't see everything, you can go back. Just turn around and step on that pressure plate. Right there. Step here to go back to where you started. And you would. Basically. But if you go up here, your adventure will be over. Is this your final decision? Yes, it is. And I added a water elevator up here so we can, like, kind of, it looks like a wormhole a little bit. Welcome back. And so, that is the end of the tour of the Washington, D.C. in the 1800s.